For a little over half a year, I've been playing exclusively Venture and Overwatch 2 competitive. This journey started in 5v5, but quickly after they added 6v6, and I have not looked back since. You would think that 6 or so months would be enough for me to grasp this character. My playtime nearly doubled with them since I started this, and yet even now, I'm learning just how little I understand them. Last episode, we were 1 win from Diamond 4. So close! Heck, even if we lost the game, we'd still be in range to reach Diamond 4. But still, I'd like to win every game I can, so it was a major shame when someone on my team left. Luckily though, the game was going to be cancelled because it happened when the first minute of the match the game is not being cancelled. And the enemy team took point because of it, got major perk and ult advantage, and we had no chance to come back. But I can't exclusively blame that lever. I was hardly doing much of anything myself. I'm definitely looking at myself at a hypercritical lens right now, but if we watch me back, you'll see a lot of moments where I just take too much downtime. Venture's a DPS hero. What does DPS stand for? Damage per second. That is my job essentially. I need to deal damage. So when I'm not doing that, well, yeah. Even small poking can go a long way. That mixed with a lack of mechanical skill, me simply being rushy because cards on the table, this was my first time playing Overwatch since my last video, and finally my PC apparently having gone through the shitter because the frames are not framing. But that's no real excuse for me failing simple kills. As you can tell, we lost this game, putting me a little bit away from Diamond 4. We shouldn't have actually lost 30 points, but somehow a game where we kept getting our ass handed to us, had a combined 10 kills, and lost a point literally because someone DC'd. Yeah, that was a reversal. Now, quickly I'd like to mention my last video, which was an edited down version of a stream I did where I watched viewer submitted Venture clips. I had lots of fun doing that, and thought of some other ideas like Venture Olympics or a Venture 1v1 tournament. So if you like doing fun stuff like that, I'm doing lots of things out on my Discord. So go check it out, link in the pinned comment. We've also started doing Minecraft Hardcore, I guess. So that's neat. That was supposed to be sticks. Also, we're super close to surpassing Millicop in subs. So let's do that, why don't we? I could be the queen of Venture mains. You know, the player who can't get up Diamond 5. Don't I make for a great queen? And of course, comment down below what your favorite Venture skin is. Whether it's actually in the game or simply a concept art right now. I know they did a little thing in China recently where fans could submit their skin concepts. Also, don't pause to see the image of an actually submitted skin that's about to flash up on screen. And if you paused, I fucking warned you. Okay, we got off track, but if we won this next game, we could still hit Diamond 4. And, you know, Samoa was going good. And then we lost one fight and couldn't take things back. I made a lot of questionable decisions right here. I ulted when I didn't need to, and then I ran into the hazard ult. Yeah, that's not great braining past, Lizzie. Well, on the second point, we actually did really well, holding them off far in their spawn. Of course, I died at one point when I swear to God, in the moment, I just didn't see the Sojourn. At least not until, yeah. But we took the point. All we had to do was win the next point. I popped my ult to hold back a Doomfist, and I jumped and used it on the rest of the enemy, and so we'll agree that's bullshit, right? I wasn't anywhere fucking near it. I was on a whole other continent. If Ryan is in the literal ceiling with his Zarya ult, he can just fall through it. Why can't Venture at least use it while it's on the ground? And, you know, I doubt my ult would have single-handedly won us that game. In fact, I maybe should have even ulted there. But I don't care, I'm building this stupid interaction for our loss. Now, the next couple games were odd. I did really well, and my coach attributed this to me being more aggressive. He'd get at me for being stationary, of course. But other than that, I didn't do too bad. Even got the shaky pick on the ball, followed by dropping the Sombra. And at the end of their attacking round, I felt unkillable. But straight into the game after, my team, they spent a lot of time yelling at me. And you know, it's not like it wasn't for good reasons. I was certainly making mistakes. In fact, I made a lot of mistakes. And after such a good game too. I don't know if my poor performance was just the enemy team was better, my team putting me down, or if I just suddenly started doing worse. But I still tried to get my value. Look here, I touched the point, and you know what? We took it back thanks to that. I reposition because, you know, I'm Venture. I gotta be ready for the next fight. You know what? I'm actually kind of glad we lost. At one point, 3 of us got pushed to the map, but it's my fault. Because for your average Rage Watch player, you spin a wheel, let it land on anyone but yourself, and then you yell at them for the next 10 minutes and say that they're the one throwing. Because it could never be you, right? It could never be you, right? Well, in this next game, we didn't do so hot in the first little bit, but we started to take it back. We sure did start to take it back, didn't we? But then we lost track of the point when Tracer got behind and brought it all the way to mid before we caught her. And we lost because of that. I'm making a lot of mistakes. I keep losing easy fights, making poor decisions. Did it just happen again? Did I just accidentally find my way back into Diamond? Now it's time for me to be pushed out yet again? I keep making really dumb mistakes, mainly with positioning and how aggro I'm playing. I play super passively, a little bit too much by my team, and I'm hardly ever in a good spot. I jump out into the open so much. If you don't have cover nearby, you'll die. So why can't I shove that into my brain? Why can't I learn this? It shouldn't be this hard. This next game, the Sneaky Tracer is on my team, and you know what? It's a pattern. I lose 2 games, I win 1. So I just need to complete the pattern. And then I can break it. I can do that, right? It doesn't take long for us to start to take the point. Really great momentum for the start of the match. What? This is only like 5 seconds between the last game that didn't get canceled. Both are still only on for 1 minute. Is it arbitrarily 50 seconds because fuck specifically me? Because it sure as hell ain't 30 seconds. So yeah, next game, I guess. We won the first point, but lost all momentum after that. Did I just get into Diamond only to lose it? You know, sometimes you can't win a game. I'll just be the first one to say it. You can get unlucky, but that also works in the other direction. You can get lucky and have a team that carries you. And at the end of the day, overall, while you'll have those luck-based games, you'll have a lot more where you're in control. You have the power to lose games for your team. You also have the power to win it for them. Why bother caring about how your team does when you can think about yourself? The one person you have control over. I wasn't very aggressive. I made a lot of mistakes, and my mechanics on this character just weren't that great. I get a lot of comments that tell me that I'm bad at this game. And you know what? Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not the greatest. But that's not what this series is about. It's about progress. And progress isn't a straight line. Progress is a constant struggle of trying to improve yourself, learning new things every single day. It doesn't matter how fast I improve. I could take a year and still only end up in Diamond as my peak. But the fact of the matter is, that's still an improvement from where I was. So, in this game, surely, I can do better. And, you know, we do pretty good. Look at this sudden pick on the Hanzo. Only a few seconds in and we're nearly halfway. We lose the next fight, and then the one after that, and oh god, we can't stop losing. At this point, do I just accept I'm not great at this game? Or this character? Do I just not have what it takes? Are some people just irreversibly not great at things to the point they simply can't improve? Am I just not meant to be a good Venture player? I can't doubt myself. When I do, it makes me play worse. It makes you realize. Zenu! Oh, it's you again. Don't you realize how pointless this all is? What the hell even are you? Who are you? I am nothing more than a man who understands what's going on here. You parade all this nonsense,
pretending this is an achievement, as if any of this matters.
So what, you're just every single negative thought I have roll into one?
Basically. Although, I prefer to use the word realistic. I am Ramdong. I am not sunshine and rainbows. I am real.
But sunshine and rainbows are real!
You know what I meant, dumbass. Now go into the Shadow Realm.
The fucking what? The Shadow Realm's just the United Kingdom?
It would appear that way, yes.
Okay, the lore is getting way out of hand. Are you just a British version of me?
No, I'm British. God damn it. No, Shadow Realm Lizzie, or Dark Lizzie, whichever one you prefer.
I am just calling you British Lizzie. Anyways, so, like, you're the evil version of me who thinks evil thoughts and wears black cause you're evil?
Meh, pretty much. I also think Mario Kart World is better than that lame new Sonic game.
You're fucking despicable!
Now you see me for who I am. And you know what? Your optimism has got to go.
Your action is downright terrible, and I doubt your advice is any better!
That is just highly rude. And either way, it doesn't matter what you say. I'm right, aren't I? You got one game left before you fall down from Diamond, do you not? Why not simply enjoy your time pretending you achieved anything?
No, Zenukwe would never want me to doubt myself. In fact, if he were here, he'd say something like, if you want to succeed, doubt is not the answer. Even if you're currently failing, sometimes you need to take a step back, ingrain what you've learned in your head, and just do the best you can. Zenukwe, you're here?
What? No, dumbass. You're imagining me right now. The real Zenukwe wouldn't say dumbass, you dumbass.
Why do I keep calling myself a dumbass?
Are you having a stroke?
No! I'm having a revelation. Sometimes you don't do that great. Sometimes you fail. But what matters is when you give up. If the answer is never, then you can do so much.
Am I not enough? Not immortal nor as love. Maybe it's obvious. Maybe I'm best as cartoon. Fuck, I've had it rough, but I can't give up. Wipe the tears off. Pick your feet up and run. If slower is better than none, I'll jump the hurdles, go and take a lunch. As this pace won't win marathons. Gold medals they'll compare against your love. Express the
I'd like to thank Kobe Clementine for being a channel member. Join to earn a spot right beside them and early access to all my new videos. I'd also like to give a massive shout out to 11 Vein who let me use their song Snail Mail. It's a beautiful little piece as you heard. If you're at all into Vocaloid, I highly recommend giving it a listen.